Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to the third gameplay for Pokemon Colosseum. So in this gameplay we're going to be trying to get more of the Shadow Pokemon in Pyrite Town. So get ready for that because it's going to be an interesting journey. My apologies if I keep coming back to Phenac City, to the Pokemon Center. I always remember that the Pokemon Center is at Phenac City, so I just keep coming back to the city. So that's just like a habit from when I was younger, playing this game, and it's been a long time since I've played this game. So my apologies there, but I'll probably be coming back between Phenac City and Pyrite Town. So good old Pyrite Town. Need to go into the shop and get some supplies. This shop is only one story. So get some super potions, that's super important. Yep. The full heals would be useful, but I don't think I buy many of them in this game because I'd rather just go for the antidotes and stuff like that, the actual ones. I do think about buying some revives, but not yet. But I will need the revives in the future for sure because the shadow Pokemon could take pretty big hits. So Wallflower. This like side dialogue is pretty funny actually. So it's just pretty interesting, the dialogue in this game. I like kind of laugh at times at the dialogue in this game. Zubat, Gulpin. We got Umbreon, we got Bayleaf. Looks like the shadow meter, yeah, it's going down, so that's pretty cool. I really do like the animations, like kind of the bouncing of Gulpin and how Shadow Rush works. Like spamming Shadow Rush is pretty fun, to be quite honest, in this game. The closest thing I could think Shadow Rushes is like oh man, like Takedown, kind of like Takedown, where like you use Takedown and you have recoil damage. So great hit. There goes Zubat. Oh, Bayleaf is back in hyper mode. Dark type move on a dark type Pokemon? There we go. We got the meter almost down to about half. So that's pretty good for Bayleaf already. So the advantage of the double battles is if you have two Pokemon left and there's one out there, basically you can kind of, it's a 2-on-1 against the other Pokemon, so that can come to your advantage, especially in this game, and vice versa, when the enemy has two and you have one, that's pretty tough to deal with. So that's the advantage and disadvantage of the double battle mechanic, but I really do enjoy that in this game, the double battle mechanic. Alright, we're looking for Ryder Vant. He's gonna battle me. Alright, battle Big Joe. Oh, I know. Okay, yep. We got a shadow Pokemon. Misdreavus. So in this game, there was no evolution to Misdreavus yet. So Misdreavus is still just a one-form Pokemon. And basically, I've played this game before, so I know for sure like I need Misdreavus because when I face Entei, that's going to be huge because I need the levitation ability. So I remember Entei uses Earthquake like a lot when you face him in this game. And that is like one move that I know the trainer spams a lot. So having levitation for any of the Pokemon right now is a pretty big advantage. Later down the road facing like Entei, who uses Earthquake a lot, which is a ground type move. So I knew that Misdreavus was pretty much a Pokemon I need to get, if possible. Damn, that was a bigger hit of Shadow Ball. Well, there goes Skitty. Zigzagoon. This music, such good music. Not much more I can say other than, man, this battle music's so cool. Makes me really enjoy this game even more, just listening to this battle music. Colosseum and XD's battle music is quite off the charts, especially when you get to the boss battles, is even cooler. But the regular battles I like a lot, those are the most memorable. Oh, there goes Bayleaf. I didn't heal Bayleaf, so that means here comes Espeon. Now, the reason why I haven't really attacked Misdreavus yet is because Espeon and Umbreon are really good type advantage-wise against Ghost. So I don't really want to defeat Misdreavus right off the bat. So I'm actually picking off the regular Pokemon first before I attack Misdreavus. But I'm trying to figure out what move will not damage Misdreavus like a lot. But yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to figure out here is like how not to. So I run the risk of confusion on Misdreavus. Luckily, it's not too strong, so I was a little worried. I didn't want another Makuhita again, but oh man, Shadow Ball just took out Espeon. So, well, there you go. So now I have Umbreon, who's actually a type advantage to Misdreavus. So I got one Pokemon. So right now it's a 2v1, which I was just talking about with the double battles advantage and disadvantage. So right now I'm kind of at the disadvantage with the 2-on-1 with Misdreavus against and Zigzagoon against Umbreon. So I just run the risk of having Umbreon out there. Confuse Ray, that is not the funnest thing to be under. But Umbreon comes to the rescue, so now Zigzagoon is out of the equation. So now it's going to be more so a one-on-one battle, but Umbreon is confused, so that's going to be a tough thing. But I run the risk of this, and basically I just throw a Pokeball. I said, you know what, I didn't damage Misdreavus all the way down. Let's just throw a Snag Ball Pokeball out there and see if this works. So you're going to hear me tapping a lot. My apologies. There's just, I always intentionally do the multiple A tapping. And luckily that works. So throughout the battles too, I like to instinctively just tap on the button. So my apologies if you keep hearing the clicking. That's just me doing it out of habit. But I was luckily able to catch Misdreavus, so that is great because I didn't have any Pokemon left pretty much. So I had Umbreon, Espeon, and Bayleaf were both down. So it was like, ooh, that's rough. So now I'm going to go heal up my Pokemon. So I'm going to go back to Phenac City. Because that's like the only Pokemon Center I pretty much remember from playing a long time ago. So as I mentioned, I go back and forth between Phenac City and Pyrite Town a lot. So you're going to see that probably in the whole time I'm in the outer part of Pyrite Town, because eventually when I face Mirror B, I won't be doing that, but in the outer part facing these trainers and stuff, I'm probably going to be running to the Pokemon Center in Phenac City a lot. So, yep. So now we have 4 Pokemon. We were able to snag Misdreavus, and we now have a 4 Pokemon squad. I'm really thankful I got Misdreavus because there are only a few Pokemon with the levitation ability, I think, that are going to be useful against Entei later on at Mountain Battle. So definitely trying to pre-plan there. I think I've had a Misdreavus before in my party. So as I mentioned, I try to vary my party when I play these games with different Pokemon. But in Colosseum and XD, it's very selective Pokemon. So I do use some of the same Pokemon that I used to have in my old parties in these games. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I played this game so many times already that I kind of mix up which party I had some of these Pokemon in at a different time. But anyways, we are going back to Pyrite Town because we're going to try and snag some other Shadow Pokemon. I mean, we'll see if we could do it. There are a few of them here, so it'd be nice to kind of snag a few out of here. The thing is, I don't know if I can battle some of these trainers again, so I don't know if I'm able to get their Shadow Pokemon again. But we'll have to see if I lose the Shadow Pokemon. Oh, there we go. The next Shadow Pokemon. Man, this one would be a huge addition to the team as well, for the same reason as Misdreavus. Noctowl. Yeah, I've definitely had Noctowl on my team before, so we're definitely going to try and catch Noctowl, but I remember it was pretty tough to catch Noctowl. It wasn't easy. The confusion animation, so cool. And the bite animation. Just all the movesets. Oh, there we go. Misdreavus is in hyper mode. Nothing you can do there. Boom. Yeah, Shadow Rush hits pretty hard. And there's no real typing for Shadow Rush. It's just, it affects everything. And it kind of hits almost the same way for almost every Pokemon. So, except for maybe other Shadow Pokemon, it might not hit as hard, but... There we go, got Misdreavus' meter down, so that's good. Confusion again on Noctowl. I know now that it's pretty tanky, so it can handle that confusion. So now his defense is going up, which is actually okay with me, because when I land hits, it's not as hard, so hopefully that won't be such a big deal. Keep using confusion there. Kind of slowly get it down. Yeah, look at how much Shadow Rush does. Like, not much recoil. Oh man. That's the move right there. Fly. That's the move that's like super useful in this game. Especially against Entei. It's super useful. I know for sure, like, when I face Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, it's going to be so tough to get them. In the past, I used to have to shut down my system and restart it, basically, to try and catch them again, to get them, because, like, it's super tough to catch them. Like, I remember using so many Pokeballs and Great Balls just to catch Entei, so, that's definitely a thing. So, right now, I'm just going to try and chance the Noctowl with the Pokeball. It's kind of at a higher HP status, so it's going to be pretty tough to actually get it there, but I have to use a potion on Misdreavus. I don't want it to go down. Even though I do have 2 other Pokemon, I just don't want it to go down. Alright, let's see. Constant tapping of the A button. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. No! Noctowl. Oh no, he's using fly again. Defense goes down, I think. Or attack goes down. So our attacks aren't as strong. Okay. Yeah, the move fly. I think Noctowl is the only... Oh no, Noctowl and I think the other flying Pokemon might be Swablu Altaria. I can't remember if that's in this game, but if they are in this game, then Altaria or Swablu Altaria I think can learn fly as well. Hyper mode. Yep. Boom. That's funny because other than this game, I don't think I'd ever use Misdreavus as a Pokemon, but only in this game have I used Misdreavus just because it's one of the shadow Pokemon and its levitation ability is like pretty useful. So we're gonna use Confusion again. We're gonna call Misdreavus. So I'm running the risk of attacking Noctowl again, but I think this will lower it enough. It won't. Yeah, I won't get it all the way down, which is good. Again, Noctowl is using fly. The gust animation is pretty cool. I do enjoy that. So we're just gonna use the Pokeball while Noctowl's in the air. It's pretty funny that you could do that. It's like flying in the air. You just could magically throw a Pokeball that high. Use a potion on Misdreavus just because Misdreavus is taking some damage. So let's see if I can snag up Noctowl right now. Gotta catch them all. I love how it's on the ground just because that's the normal animation for catching a Pokemon. Oh man. Hard to snag. Boom. The fly animation is really cool. And the growl animation too, because like growl in the regular like games and like Ruby Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, it's just like 3 kind of Thunderbolt looking things, and that's kind of growl. I use Confusion. I take a chance here. Oh my god, it's at 1 HP. It's at 1 HP. So, oh no. Oh no. Recoil damage. Yeah, there goes Noctowl. Just missed Noctowl. Dang. Oh well, not much you could do, but that's really disappointing because Noctowl would have been really useful to have on my team. Another Pokemon with a levitation ability, but against Entei, but it is what it is. Not much you can do there. Might as well just call Misdreavus. So that is the second shadow Pokemon that I've missed, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. And there goes Wingull, so... Well, there goes another shadow Pokemon I missed. So I only have 2 shadow Pokemon, and I've missed about 2 so far, so... It is what it is. Noctowl would have been a great addition, but it is what it is. I don't know if I can face these trainers again. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to, but I may try again later down the road, but I have a funny feeling that like once I battled him, I won't be able to battle him again. He'll just give me the same response as he is now, so. Oh, here's another one. Another shadow Pokemon. This one I think actually is more important than Noctowl right now. The one I just lost, so maybe I could just recoup over that miss of shadow Pokemon. And here it is, Flaffy. Huge Pokemon. I've caught this Pokemon in the past because I don't have an electric type. This is like the very first electric type that you see, so this is a huge catch that I need to get in my party, so definitely need to get that. Looks like Misdreavus learned Confuse Ray, so that's really good. I use Confusion because I know that's effective, but not like super effective, so I won't really damage it. Again, Misdreavus is in hyper mode. I I swear the shadow Pokemon in the very beginning always get into hyper mode. Oh man, Espeon's already at yellow. I think I forgot to heal it. I think I just went straight into the next battle because I lost Noctowl. I was like, dang it. So I didn't even think about healing my Pokemon. So we'll see how long Espeon lasts, because potentially it's down. So hopefully we can heal it like right now. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully that will be enough for it to last. Shadow Rush. The Shroomish. Almost a one-hit KO. That's pretty crazy. Thundershock there. Misdreavus again is in hyper mode. So calling Misdreavus, I thought about using Shadow Rush, but didn't make sense to. Get the bar down a little bit. Super useful move, let me tell you. Thunder Wave. Get the paralyzation, that's super useful. Damn, this is Zorb, man. Use another potion there. Man, I'm using my potions like crazy. Ooh, that's not that bad of a hit. Okay. No, don't. Okay, well, oh, jeez, it's in the red. Okay, I better go throw a snag ball at this guy now. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to get it. Well, we're gonna take one for the team, Espeon, and actually I think we're gonna use the potion on Espeon just in case, but I think for Misdreavus we're just gonna throw the snag ball there and go from there. So hopefully we get Flaffy. Again, excuse my A tapping that you're gonna be hearing from my controller. It's pretty loud, so alright, let's go, let's see if we can get Flaffy, let's see if we can get Flaffy. Yes, we got Flaffy. That's a huge one for the party. So that's great there. And then just the finishing moves on the Shroomish. So boom, there we go. So far we pretty much caught 2 of the shadows and basically missed 1, so I'm glad we were able to get Flaffy and Misdreavus. It was unfortunate we missed Noctowl, but it is what it is. So I go explore a little bit, but basically gonna go back to Phenac City to heal my Pokemon. So I thought there was maybe a Pokemon Center around here, but I guess not, so I'm going back to Phenac City to heal my Pokemon and probably save, since I just caught 2 Shadow Pokemon and missed 1, so this seemed like a pretty good point to kind of end the gameplay, so that's probably kind of gonna wind it down here. So as I mentioned, we caught 2 Shadow Pokemon, 2 pretty essential ones, I think, but missed also a pretty good Shadow Pokemon. So missed Noctowl, but caught Misdreavus and Flaffy. Flaffy's going to be a huge one for sure, because I think you don't see an electric type for a while after this. And then Misdreavus for the levitation is huge, so we got 5 Pokemon right now. So pretty good there. Gonna save the game now. You see we have 3 snag Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's pretty much the gameplay for this third gameplay video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot more battling in this one, and I probably will face more of the trainers in the next gameplay as well, so that's going to be super fun to see the rest of the shadow Pokemon there are. Don't remember how many more there are in Pyrite Town from the trainers on the outside, and I hope I could battle them again, but I'm not exactly sure about that, so we'll see later down the road. But anyways, hope you guys have been enjoying this gameplay series. I've honestly been enjoying just playing Colosseum again and commentating over it again, so really cool, and I will see you guys in the next gameplay video. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.